This is gonna be the mukbang episode. No, I'm just kidding. Shit. All right. So, welcome in on episode number 16 of. Wait. Is it 16? No, it's 17. Jesus Christ. Welcome into episode number 17 of Subeg's Garden. As always, it's your boy, me, aka Avatar. I'm with my little Yosh over here. Posh the Yosh. And you know what? Let's just get into it, Yosh, you know? How you feeling today? Blang. You got anything else to say? Oh yeah, I don't know what else fucking sound effects that Yoshi makes, but let's just move on. You know, I don't think Yoshi's gonna be talking much this episode, so she's just gonna be sitting tight. It's just gonna be me today, and yeah. Let's just jump into it. Let's talk about segment 1, camp, flog, gnaw. So I mean, I kind of have it written here. It's kind of like up to me how I want to talk about this. Could either go one by one or just say all the artists that I listen to and then go from there. I'll just go one by one. So, I seen Biba Doobie. She was cool. She played the guitar on stage, and she was like switching the guitars that she was using. So that was really cool. Seen Red Veil. Red Veil was one of the artists that I was really looking forward to seeing beforehand. I really like his music. He's cool. And yeah, on stage he was really cool too. And you know, shout out to Red Veil for being one of the only ones to really give a moment for Palestine at Camp Flog Gnaw, because I don't think any other artist really even mentioned it, you know? Paris, Texas. I'm fucking talking while I'm eating. That's so rude. Paris, Texas was cool. I think Paris, Texas is a duo. Yeah, that was cool. That was like more like high music and shit. AG Club. Well, yeah, that was also more like hype music and stuff like that. I think AG Club is Bay Area, if I'm not mistaken. But the crowd was really lit for that one. Dominic Fike. You know, he apparently was in Euphoria, which I've seen like the first or second season or whatever, and I do not remember what character he played, but he's in Euphoria. He was good. Ice Spice, you know, she only has like fucking like 7 or 8 songs, so you know her set was really short, and her DJ really took up half of her set, but you know that was cool. And I got to see someone came in with a fucking American flag, but with Ice Spice on it, and like they just got all the way to the front of the crowd, like they were just going. That shit was funny. But Ice Spice, Lil Yachty, you know, I don't need to speak more about Lil Yachty. Y'all know about him. Kuko, he was cool. I don't have much to say about him either. SZA I actually have a lot to say about, because she's an artist that I've seen live multiple times, because there's this festival in Oakland. It was called Blurry Vision. She was there. I'm pretty sure she was at both of the camp flog gnaws in 2018 and 2019. Seen her there. I might have seen her at a couple more places, but I've probably seen her like 3 or 4 times at this point already, you know. But as an artist, she's completely like changed. At least on stage, she used to just be like she used to just fucking sing, and now she like just performs. You know, it's crazy. Side note: I'm eating jalapeno poppers, and it's hard to like bite it and not take the whole jalapeno in it with like the bite. Like it's hard to bite through the jalapeno. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's kind of a side thing. Anyways, what the fuck? I need to open up my next packet of ranch that I have here. I'm running dry on this shit. Let me see if I could. Yeah, I'm not gonna focus it, but that's the ranch that I'm using. But the other time, oh yeah, SZA, yeah, she was really good. The funny thing was her mic got cut off at the end, and she didn't go off stage. The crowd started singing along like to the song, and she was on there like singing too. It was cool. It was a cool little moment. I'm glad that she didn't like just walk off. It was cool. I've seen the Hillbillies, which is pretty much Kendrick Lamar, Baby Kim. They were good. They were good, of course. It's Kendrick and Baby Kim, and of course I seen Tyler the Creator, and it's his festival, so of course I wanted to go see him, and I've seen him like 3 times at this point too. He's just a performer. His best performance was that Igor performance. That shit was amazing. Like, I can't believe I seen him that year. That crowd was so crazy that year too. That was 2019 if I remember. But yeah, those are the artists that I seen. So I'll just list them out real quick. BBDB, Red Veil, Paris, Texas, AG Club, Dominic Fike, Ice Spice, Lil Yachty, Kugo, SZA, The Hillbillies, Tyler the Creator. That was cool, I seen that, like, that's a lot of artists to see in a weekend. And that's a lot of good artists to see in a weekend. So it's like, it's completely worth it. And the main takeaways is like, I love when artists change their songs live. Like when they add like new elements, or like they hold a note, or they say something different, like they say a line differently. Like I love when they do that shit live. I don't know why, but I love it. But another thing to know is I feel like Tyler picks artists that are just themselves. They don't really try to be anyone else. And I kind of really appreciate that. And all the artists that were there, they like all do different things. And they all kind of built their own like niche. It's cool. It was a cool experience. And as long as Tyler the Creator keeps on doing Camp Flog, I'm probably gonna keep on going, because it's cool. It seems like a more thought out list of people than like Rolling Loud or Day in Vegas and stuff like that. But yeah. Tyler just, picks artists that are just themselves. And I think you like really see that when you're there. You start to see that more when you're there. But I'm gonna actually stop eating Hold on. Blang. I don't even know what other noises Yoshi makes. Does he even make any other noise? Shit. But how y'all like the name Posh? Posh the Yoshi. Shout out. Shout out. Alright. No more eating. Intermission. That was... we lost him. Yeah, my body is killing me from the festival. This shit was crazy. Sorry, Yoshi. I didn't mean to do that. Let's put you right back there. So this is going to be intermission. This week on Subeg's Garden, we actually have an inquiry. So this past week, Raymond said, next garden episode, I need you to go off on Zaywab and Smino to drop Sad 2 and for Zay to drop. Thanks, brother. And first of all, thank you for writing in. Appreciate it, Raymond. I don't know, man. Like, I mean, I feel like for the collaboration album, I don't know if they are doing one or if that's announced, but I feel like we might be out of that era of music. You know, most upcoming artists, they just like to put out singles. If you really look at it, you know. I don't know, the collab albums might be like a dying breed. I could list off some, you know. I was just talking about it the other day, like Watch the Throne, which is like Drake and Kanye. You know, Drake and Future. I got What a Time to Be Alive, Jack Boys, Huncho Jack, you know, Travis, Quavo, all them people. But if you think about it, it's a weird era of music. It like starts in like 2016, I guess, and then it ends in like around 2019. It's a interesting era of music, but I think we might be out of that era. But I don't know if you've been listening to the previous episodes of The Garden, but I don't go off like that, you know. I just kind of like to say how I feel about it, and I would like Isaiah and Smino to collab more, if you ask me. Like they should collab more. They're good tandem, you know. They're like PG Kawhi out there, you feel me? But or I could say they're like De'Aaron and Sabonis out there. I'll say that one. They're like De'Aaron and Sabonis out there. But Sad 2, I don't know. What even is that? Is that an album? I need them to drop because they don't drop too much music, but I feel like all the artists that you know we like, they are gonna take time to release music. So I guess for me it's just take your time. You know, don't fuck around, please. Please don't fuck around. You know, don't get addicted to a new drug and then, you know, go off on some crazy like side story and go off on a crazy like 4 year long side mission and then come back and then make an album in 1.5 years and say that you've just been, you know, going through some things and shit. I guess you can say I am kind of going off now, but yeah, they do need to drop. They do need to drop more music, but I've also accepted the fact that all the artists that I like don't drop that consistently, you know. You know, great art takes time. And I guess that it is just what it is, but you know, shout out to you for writing in, Raymond. Appreciate it. Segment number 2. The Xbox Series S. The little man that could. So I could go through this article, but this article is pretty much what I get. It was my source for my feelings for this, pretty much. And my feelings is that the Series S is a capable machine, and developers just need to take time to optimize the games on it, just like PC. You got to optimize the game from the newest stuff all the way to like the oldest like supported stuff. Like if you look on Steam, and you can literally search up the most used GPUs like on Steam, and like I think the last time I checked, the highest used one was like a 20 series card, I believe. Maybe a 30 series card is the highest used one, but like you could look at that, and still like in that like top 5 are like 1660s and 1060s and stuff like that. If you don't know GPU parts, I'm talking about NVIDIA's. And I would say the Series S is comparable to a 1660 GPU, at least on the GPU, and the CPU on the Series S is actually really capable. The CPU is pretty much just as powerful as the Series X CPU and the PS5 CPU, but that's besides the point. But yeah, it's a capable machine. It's not supposed to output in 4K. It's supposed to output in 1440p and 1080p. That's what it's primarily used for. But it has all the current tools that developers need to make games. It has AI upscaling. You can do that on there. It has like the mesh shading. It can do that on there. It has like all the quote unquote RDNA2 features. It has all of that. It's a capable machine, and the reason why I bring that up is because there's this game called Baldur's Gate 3, and the developer for that game, Larian, they found an optimization for the VRAM while developing the Series S port. And, if you can optimize the VRAM for the Series S, if you find like a new optimization for that, then that's gonna in terms affect the other systems too in a positive way, because it's gonna help the game run better on all the other systems. And they didn't find that until they developed the game on Series S. So it's just like, that's why I don't believe like the fact that Series S is holding it back, because if you think about it, if the developers want the game to run on something, then it will run on it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it will. So, like, think about when the next Switch comes out, or the Nintendo Focus or whatever. It's gonna be like a little bit. It's gonna be like a little bit more powerful than like a PlayStation 4, I would say. But I bet you all the current games that are coming out, some of them, they are gonna try to get ported onto there. They are gonna just try to do it. Like, it's pretty much gonna be a guarantee. Like Baldur's Gate 3, like I bet you that game is gonna show up on the next Switch. But people are gonna blame Xbox for it for some specific reason. It's so weird. Like, anyways, all right, Posh, you have anything to say about that? Actually, that's so stupid, man. Anyways, moving on. The little man that could. And, I feel like the Series S would be like a great gift for like a kid. Because you give them a little Series S, you give them Games Pass, you say go wild, you go crazy. And yeah, that'd be a great gift. And it's a great console, it's a great console, in my opinion. Like if I had one, I would probably use it for some fucking reason. I would use it. But yeah, developers, they just need to take time to optimize the games, and the games will work fine on there at the end of the day, because it has everything it needs. This is a great intermission to the outro, but last time I was speaking with y'all one on one with my boy Yosh, I hadn't completed Spider-Man 2, but since then I have completed the game, and not only did I complete it, I platinumed it. So I platinumed Spider-Man 2, and I have moved on. So now I'm playing Death Stranding and Yakuza Gaiden Like a Dragon, The Man Who Erased His Name. Is such a fucking stupid title, but whatever. I'm playing that. I'm also playing Mario Wonder still, just slowly chipping away at it. Spider-Man 2. So I will say it is a good game. It's a really good game. It's very fun, and you could tell it's optimized as best as it can for the PlayStation 5. It's pulling as much as it can from it. You can tell. You can tell it is doing that. And, that's admirable. The game is good. Pacing, it's like I said, it's a little off. It's a little off. I feel like maybe it's how I played the game, but I feel like it's like first half, it's like cool, and then the second half is just like boss fight, boss fight, boss fight, boss fight. But I will say I don't mind the MJ sections as much, because I feel like every one that they give you a new gameplay, like some new gameplay to work with. So I appreciated that. Got to a point where pretty much her segments turned into like third person shooters, and I was like, this is kind of weird, but I don't mind it. It's pretty good because the graphics are really good. But damn, yeah, my voice is pretty shot, if you guys can't tell. Yeah, the pacing is kind of weird. The final boss, low key, is kind of a letdown. Not gonna lie. Like, it's cool, but it's kind of a letdown. But I did have fun getting the platinum. And I will say that for Insomniac games, the platinums are really fun to get. And they're like pretty simple to get. Like the Ratchet and Clank platinum was so easy to get. It was like it was just crazy. Like, it was pretty much just like you just play the game and you'll get the platinum. But they just make the game so accessible and stuff. And yeah, it's a very accessible game. You could tell that they are gonna just continue with this probably forever until it stops making them money. They might do like different Spider-Man dimensions and shit if people get bored of like realistic Peter and realistic Miles. But like the tethers, like I'm not gonna spoil the game, but at the end of the game, if you do all the side quests, you can kind of tell where the game's gonna go from there. Like you can tell where they're gonna what's next, if that makes sense. And that was pretty much the same with the last game. Like, you could tell what's next for this game. If you beat the last one. That's cool. I platinumed it, and it took me, I think the game clock was like 36 hours, but I did spend a lot of time just like, just swinging around, just trying to enjoy it, trying to master the gameplay. And if I wasn't lazy, I would have shown gameplay for you guys, but you guys are stuck with looking at me, unfortunately, or fortunately. But yeah. Spider-Man 2 is cool. Playing Death Stranding, low key, it kind of makes me tired when I play it. I'm not gonna lie. It is a delivery man simulator, and I'm still only like an hour in, I would say, maybe like hour and 10. But yeah, that's cool. The graphics are really good. That is on the same engine that Horizon, Zero Dawn, and Forbidden West are on. So, like the game is really gorgeous, and it has really good HDR, stuff like that. Yakuza, the man who erased his name. I think I'm on chapter 3, and it's going there. It's pretty cool. I wanted to try out the English dub because the English dub had Young Yeah. If you guys don't know who he is, he's a YouTuber, and I really wanted to see how he sounded as Kiryu, but for some odd reason, the English dub isn't out for the game. But it's fine because the Japanese voice actor is really good for Kiryu. Or in the game, they call him Joryu, which is pretty cool, I would say. It's the story about how Kiryu is pretty much trying to erase his name from the place that he's from. People are looking for him and stuff like that, so he's trying to like disappear pretty much. And it's a cool little game. It's really fun to play. It's going back to its roots as a brawler. It's not like turn-based like Yakuza, like a Dragon is, or Yakuza 7 with Ichiban, or the Infinite Wealth game that's coming out soon. That's also going to be turn-based. It's not like that. It's actual brawler. And I believe it's on Unreal Engine. And, the game, it does look really gorgeous, I would say. Like, it does look really good. But that's cool. So I'm playing that. Mario Wonder. I can't tell what world I'm in. I don't know. I'm just slowly, playing level by level. I usually kind of take that as like my wind down game. I play like a level or two before I go to sleep. And it's a really fun game to do that with because you don't really need to think too hard about it. It's pretty casual. Like it could get challenging when you do the platforming, the challenges and stuff, but it's a really good game, It's a shout out to Nintendo, and I'm playing it on handheld mainly. And it's a fun game to play on handheld, and it's a good game too, I'm trying to play more games that came out this year so I can at least have somewhat of a list of the best games that came out this year so I can talk about them for you guys. And I believe that is all I have to talk about this week. And I just want to say as an outro, because this is the outro, we are nearing the end, my friends. I just wanted to say this. It is difficult to make your own luck if you've never been fucking lucky, but I feel like it takes a lot to dig deep. But eventually you just gotta trust that it will work out. Trust each other, trust in yourself, and good things will happen, and you don't even need to depend on luck anymore. With that all being said, Avatar out. Peace. Sub to me on Patreon. Alright, guys. See you guys next week.